Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are on our way up to Delta, Wisconsin to meet up with my friend Darren and check out a collection of tractors that's being sold off. Now, all of this is unrestored. I think some of it they're keeping to restore, but there's some pretty unique pieces here. That's why I'm coming up here. One of the reasons. The other reason is my brother-in-law bought some property in Iron River, so I'm coming up to help him out with some stuff. But we've got a lot of family history up here, at least my wife's side. My wife's grandpa grew up about maybe a mile from where this collection of tractors is in the 1930s. And he still owns the family farm. So anyway, we're gonna check this out, so I hope you enjoy. All right, guys, I just want to show you this pretty quick here. This is the family farm, my wife's grandpa, and this 40 acres here. So there's this trees here, but we come up here every year with Larry, and so the farm was right down there in front of those trees. So that little knob right here, the barn, the house back there by them few trees without leaves right now. This was the farm. There was a big oak tree in the middle of the field over here. Larry grew up here. They lost the farm, I believe it was in 1938. I'll have to ask Larry for sure. It was somewhere in there. That number sticks in my mind. And he got the chance to buy it back in 1992. So he bought it back. And oh, right there, that truck, that's Darren. So we'll get in the truck and follow him over. All right, well, here's the first few tractors, but these aren't the really cool ones. But this one's kind of cool. And by the way, we're going to make him famous right now. There's Darren.
I'll never be rich, but maybe famous.
Yeah, it's all your fault, too, that I'm here.
You can thank me later.
There are a lot of treasures hiding in here. There's an old International dozer, or loader. Draught skid shovel. So this was a draught. Or was that added on? That's a good question. Back a little. We've got a really unique and rare, I've never seen one of these. This is a Volvo. Little wheel loader. And this thing is short. Like, I could reach the top of the cab from the ground. It's actually smaller than my Huff. I can't see what motor that is. It doesn't look like a Detroit. But neat little unit. Well built. Sneak around here. So what's going on here is the man who owned this passed, and his son is cleaning up the property. And they've gotten rid of all the cars so far. Here's one that I especially like, a little Case 155 hydrodrive. So this is a garden tractor that's hydraulically driven. And you still got the 𝐃𝐨𝐬𝐵 on there. Beautiful little piece. There's so much to see here too, and a lot of neat stuff. But we're going to save the really interesting things for last. It's an interesting little tank.
Oh, it's got handles.
From 48. Interesting.
That's definitely a homemade track press.
That's what you think this is? Is a track press?
That's what I'm going with. It's only got a 10-inch cylinder on it.
Yeah, only a 10-inch cylinder. So hydraulic cylinder. Motor there. Tank. Here's your control valve. Pump must be on the other side where I can't see it. But yeah, big framework. Yeah, it's a press of some sort. That's interesting. Here's another nice Moline. What did you say this was?
That's a 4-star diesel.
A 4-star diesel. I think these are pretty rare too, but it looks like it's mostly there.
My guess is that them factory front weights are something you don't see every day either.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear Darren in the background, but factory front weights. You know, this is something I think Squatch needs.
That's got his name on it.
Yeah, I'll have to let him know. I mean, it looks like it's mostly there. You know what you were saying about this one?
So that's a HD6. I don't know the vintage. But
It's an Alice HD6 engine. And looks like the clutch is there.
yeah.
Yep.
The rest of it met its demise.
Interesting. Wow, there's a beauty. Look at that. It's full of hubcaps, but that's a
Willys. I don't.
that's a
know the
Willie.
year.
Is that what they called the Jeepster, or is that?
I think it's older. I think that's.
You think it's older?
I think that's middle 50s.
God, it is beautiful though. It's. Although it's been sitting so long, I wonder what the bottom, you know, the floor pan looks like. But quite a neat piece there too. Yeah, but I kind of wonder what was all scrapped here for the vehicles. You know, there's some neat stuff in here. Beautiful International, but I think he said he's keeping that. But just beautiful trucks. All right, we're going to come back to this 4-star diesel here. So Roger just told us that supposedly there was only 25 of these built. So they're quite rare. Again, I think I'm going to talk to Squatch.
I think that's the guy for that.
Yeah, I think he definitely needs this.
Because if it dies, he's got a caterpillar to dig the grave.
Here's the tag on the motor for what we can see. I can't make out anything on that other than Minneapolis Moline, and
He said the heads were off, but he gathered up. He thinks he's got everything he found in the shed here.
okay, he thinks he has all the parts. Yeah, we'll have
There's
to.
a tag on the transmission housing.
Yeah, I already shot that one. You know, these Molines just had such beautiful style to them. That hood, I mean, just beautiful pieces. But yeah, that's a rare one right there.
The snowplow blade, and then there's a grapple thing for it.
Oh, really?
But they're just like a skid steer. You get that bucket up in the air, you can't get out.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's a neat little unit.
It's a,
I didn't even notice the front door. Usually you climb in the side of the window,
Yeah.
you know.
it's a good winter machine.
You can get
'cause
out the top if you really had to, but I you know, they're just, it's like it's worse than a skid steer. I mean, you got to crawl around the steering wheel even.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's such a neat little loader, though. I mean, it's so short. It's a long body, though.
The motors blew up. It had a
Okay.
3-cylinder Volvo.
Okay, that
It's
is a
still all
Volvo.
there, but somebody took the heads off and they didn't know what happened, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody ever emptied it.
I think Darren needs to take that home.
Probably. Drive it home right after lunch.
Tires are all shot now.
Wow.
I guess if you repowered it, probably could stick something in there.
Yeah, you could throw just about anything in there. There's plenty of room.
Like 20,
Four-wheel drive.
They do look like 20s, aren't they?
12.4, 24.
Oh, 24s? Okay.
Planetary finals, but not on the front.
I don't know what's up
Figure
front.
that out.
There's some 38s up front. I think.
Yeah, they're bigger tires up front. So a planetary on the back. Must be a planetary on that axle unless it's a unpowered axle.
Maybe it's just gear driving.
Looks like it's got bow gears like a tractor inboard.
It does. It looks like there's a step down box. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, see this tire. It needs the winter air put back on.
The winter air. All right, well, let's head over to the cool stuff we come to see.
Rot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that already, the draught there.
What base crawler was that?
I
did
think
you
it's
say?
340. Does that sound right?
Okay, you're right. I've heard of 340.
Based off of 340 International.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay.
T340, I believe.
Yep. That sounds about right.
It's missing everything on this side.
Caterpillar at another place. It's a D4, but they call it a 955.
Yeah, the later.
Well, this is early. I mean, it's 40s.
Yeah.
It's got the pony start.
Pony start or gas start diesel?
Mine it's a gas start pony.
On the cat.
It's got a separate motor. Oh, yours is. Yeah, yours is a cat. What's this then? This is gas.
Yeah, this
all
is,
around.
No, this is diesel all the way.
Is it?
Diesel all the way.
Oh yeah, there's injector line over
Yeah.
there.
Somebody took the injectors out of it, and it's froze up now.
Oh, okay.
Just parts.
Just
Yeah.
very neat. Draught skid shovel.
Well, what happened?
Final.
The final drive here. So they're parked here, and Dad was gonna fix it, but then in the meantime, I think somebody stole the injectors. Somebody needed injectors. They came here while Dad wasn't here and stole the injectors, and now it's froze up. Because he said there was somebody bugging him about buying it, but they didn't want to pay nothing for it. So I'm thinking they came here when Dad wasn't here and stole the injectors and let it sit.
This would look good on the back of the Dodge to hold it down.
Ooh, we stumbled across the old fuel tank. More than likely mounted on a wagon back from horse-drawn days, or later on trucks. I've seen they've used, repurposed them to trucks.
I think that's where you sit.
Yeah, that would have been where you sat to run your team. All riveted. That's a beautiful tank.
I think you found the guy that needs that.
I don't need anything, but I sure like it. That's a beautiful tank. This caught my eye though.
Gravely?
Yeah, your
I got another one too.
mower here.
This is the later one. I got an earlier one. That's a Gravely.
Okay.
They had quick detach. Well, it wasn't quite quick detach, but he only had this.
Sure, you undid that,
And
and
then
you
it
could
came
put
out
different.
and put other attachments.
Yeah.
I have a sickle bar attachment on the other one, but they interchange.
What year do you think this one is?
We think this one's 60s. The other one I got maybe even 70s, and the other one is about a decade earlier.
Okay. So the other one must be a little more curves, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
More beautiful.
Well.
These boxier ones, yeah, they look good, but the earlier stuff's always
This is
pretty.
the later one, and I got an early one at my. But the thing's still interchange. That's a doodlebug there.
Oh, that's neat.
What's the story with the rear on that?
That's
you know?
all white. 30s white truck.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So it has dual transmissions in it right now.
Huh.
Right. The front is all Ford.
Yeah, flathead Ford.
And then the rear, from the second transmission back, that's all white. White truck.
So I don't know if you can hear Roger here, but that's a transmission, and there's a transmission. So you're saying the motor and the tranny here are Ford, and then this is white all the way back. That's really neat.
16 gears forward. Actually, if you put them both in reverse, you can still go forward.
So 17 forward gears. You put them both in reverse and it'll go forward. So 16 forward gears. That's pretty cool.
That's way cool.
Check out the axle on this doodlebug. This is a white, out of, what would you say, roughly 30s?
20s maybe.
20s maybe? Check out these brakes. Just the open drums. I mean, it looks like a belt pulley, spoked. Beautiful. Beautiful work of art.
Probably all stuck right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't move.
That's the nicest doodlebug I've ever seen. That thing will pull with a farm.
Oh, this one's loose. You can see the
Well, I'll
shoes
try to get
moving.
it going here. I got to pull it out of the weeds here. I got another V8 Ford engine tranny I could put in here.
So we'll come back next week and take it for a ride?
I remember as a kid driving it.
Yeah. That's cool.
So I keep coming back to this tank. It's just absolutely a work of art here.
I would like to find another set of tires.
Oh, that's Jerry.
William
Totally done.
Graver Tank Works, East Chicago, Indiana. God, what a beautiful piece. All right, we're heading down here to the couple items Darren brought up in the first place that we're coming to see. But there's a lot of nice stuff here too. So that's one of your other internationals?
Yeah, that's a KB7. That ran where it parked, but it's been 20 years ago, I'm sure. That's got a hydraulic lift on it.
Oh, a dump bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Myron's.
Oh, really?
Oh, Myron Anderson. That was his, in fact, his name is on the side. Yep. You make it out there. Anderson.
Now, what motor did this have?
That would have been a Red Diamond.
Red Diamond? Okay.
The smaller 3 something. Would be the same engine that's in that 43 over there. This is a 47.
Okay, 47 KB7. Wow. What a beautiful truck. Back when they built trucks that looked nice.
Like I say, there's a hydraulic hoist under it.
Yeah.
And Anderson. Myron Anderson from Ashland.
Yep. And what's the next truck here?
That's a 43. Deuce and a half. 6x. World
You
War
guys-
II vintage.
Took one axle out or cut him?
Yep. No, they took the tandems out and put a single
Okay.
2-speed in it. That ran here. I ran this here about 20 years ago. I parked it here and I was trying to get it running again, but I just kind of gave up. For now, I mean, I got too involved in getting this stuff together for scrapping.
Yeah.
So next year I'll monkey with it.
So what did your dad do for a living? Just
Scrap.
scrap?
Yeah, or, you know, like you say, worked at Roffers or wherever. He was a welder at Roffers, welded up the crushers.
Okay.
You know, they had drum crushers then. I don't know what they even have now.
And here is the piece
That's that crane. Yeah.
that I'm kind of find very interesting. This is a 𝐬𝐮𝐿 roustabout crane and built on an international chassis. I'm thinking it's like an I4, I6. It's an Industrial International. MC1R is the model number. And there's very little information on these cranes out there. But I mean, it's heavy. You can still see the international hood under there, or grill. And so there was a boom that came off of that up there, that whole unit.
Stuck way out here. I mean, but that got crushed.
Yeah, I'll pull up the advertising and put it in the video what this thing was, but very neat piece. Like I said, I've never seen another. And so it looks like it's driven. Over there's the belt pulley, where that is, run to this jack shaft to run all the upper structure.
And then the PTO was another winch back there.
Another winch on the PTO.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, one winch pulled the crane up and down, the other one pulled the cable.
Okay. So the one winch ran the boom and one ran the hoist.
Yep.
It's an interesting
And
setup.
then you had a thing that did the twist. That was the arms here. All this was all in the twist. You did one arm or the other to do the twist.
Okay. And that was driven off of all
Right,
this stuff.
Right.
So that ran the swing. Really a neat piece.
Yeah, the one arm here does the swing, and the other one did the boom up and down. And then there was a winch on, I would take it, that ran the actual boom, or I mean the lift. But it had no stabilization really, so I don't think you could pull anything too far out. I mean, you have to have it almost straight up to
Yeah.
something really lift.
Yeah, the little bit of information I found on these, they were tight, you know, close-up lifts. Really a neat piece of equipment, though. I mean, big brake drums. I almost wonder if the axle is international or if it's a tractor axle.
Well, it's all international, all the way back.
Okay, so the whole thing is international. Interesting. See, the steering rod had been reinforced at one point here with some angle iron. And that's it as you guys got it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's quite a boom on there. Hopefully the glare isn't too bad on the camera here. That's a neat unit. Where'd you come across this?
There's the other one before it was the
Oh.
Bantam.
Yeah, a Bantam hydraulic excavator on a military 6x6. So we found the tag on it here. I don't know if you can even see it. Hiding under the air filter, but this is an I6. So an international I6. So the engine, everything back, the axle, all I6.
So I take it this was a clutch. Or is this a brake?
I think that's a brake.
That looks like it's going down to the brakes, yeah.
Well, this
That's the clutch.
Okay. What's the other lever?
Is that another
There's another.
brake?
Yeah, it's a brake for each wheel.
Well, it
Well,
has
what's that
two
other?
levers. I
Yeah,
mean,
there's two. Are they both tied to the clutch?
Oh.
Or did they have it set up that
you know,
you could disengage the PTO off of one.
Understand that being clutch.
Yeah, that goes up
That's
to the
definitely a
engine.
clutch, yeah.
So is there individual and then the foot combines the brakes?
Oh, must be. Yeah, it looks like it's a combined. Goes to.
Combined.
A foot feed on the gas too.
Yeah.
So you can get your
foot
little
gas
metal
pedal.
foot in there.
Yeah.
It's quite the unit.
It's got,
I mean, just
yeah.
chain drive to everything.
Some of the wheel really sucked. They only had a hand clutch, but
So unique.
actually had a foot. So this was later years then.
All right, we've got two Massey Harrises here. You must have had a good sized plow on here, huh?
Probably snowplow.
Yeah. Another Moline.
445.
445. Okay.
Both of these are.
Oh yeah,
There
here's
we go.
another one.
One's industrial, one's farm. That's the only difference.
Okay.
Because it axles up front.
Yeah, so this would be the agricultural, and this is the industrial with the axle, like it is. Yep. Just love the Moline hoods though, with the style to them.
This one ran till 10 years ago, I think. Maybe a little less than that. But the starter ring gear is out of it. It has to be split to fix it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it would start, but you have to fool around, turn the block in a, turn the motor in a certain position where it would engage again.
Where there's good teeth on the ring
Yeah,
gear.
right. And then somebody hacked so much welding on here, it's going to take forever just to separate it.
Boy, they were you were going to work all day with that fuel tank on it though.
That's weight.
Well, you could fill it with fuel and have it for weight too.
No, that's a weight.
A prairie tractor.
Well, this is,
I'm sure it originally had a backhoe on it. It's all,
Yeah.
It looks like it's set up for a backhoe.
it probably was, yeah.
Look at the tires on that beast.
So this is the other guy that Darren sent me pictures of.
Anybody has any information on what it is. We think it's orchard.
I think it's an Industrial 20, a McCormick Deering Industrial 20.
Okay. Not an orchard.
No, it's an industrial tractor like a tug, or
Okay.
it's just a cute little guy.
20, you think?
Yeah,
I called it 4 feet wide the other day.
4 feet, huh?
That's
Oh, you're a little shy. 44 inches wide on the front wheels. Wow. So this would have had, I think it would have had the same motor as the F12, F14s. And that's if I'm right on the assumption this is a industrial 20. There were not many of them. Big open brake drums.
I know they have an A22, I think, right?
Yeah, the Orchard. I think that would have had more hoods, though, more covering the wheels and stuff.
I think it came from Bayfield. That's why I think it's an orchard.
Okay.
Oh, up out of the apple orchards up
Yeah.
there. Yeah. I mean, it's possible. I'd have to look up pictures.
I have no idea really where it actually came from. I just...
But it's the same air filter as my F12. So, I mean, it's that era. 30s.
Somebody practiced welding on it.
I'm looking for a tag, though, and I don't see anything.
I've been looking for it too, and it was stuck in the weeds elsewhere, and I just wanted to put it with. I just want to get tractor stuff centralized.
Yeah, it's definitely of that era.
But that's
Like-
how we got it, just like you see it.
You know, that era with the F-Series tractors, because, you know, a lot of the covers are the same. The radiator is the same as my 12 air filter. It's just laid out differently. Quite a unique little tractor, though. big bucket pan there. In fact, yep, shift pattern's basically the same as my 12 too, so it is of that era, 30s.
Do they have a perfectly round bell housing to made up to that? The back of the engine?
I think so. I think it is round like that. I have to look at mine. See, my 12, it's the motor and clutch are divorced from the rest of the tractor.
Oh, that's right.
There's that short little drive shaft in there. But so if anybody knows what this is, if I'm right or if it is an Orchard, but I'm guessing it's an 020 or a I don't know, industrial 20. That's certainly what it looks like.
Look at how them front wheels are put together. Or
Yeah, that's...
Or are those
Well, it
weights
could be
bolted on
somebody's
after, maybe?
imagination of, welding something up too. Who knows? I mean,
Yeah, these aren't the original front wheels because you look, that's a car rim in there.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
So
Somebody made.
I think this is similar to what my original rubber front wheel. I went to a cast. I got the correct one, but somebody had a rubber on there, and it's a two-piece bolt together unit.
Okay.
You put a tube in there. So I think that's what this is. Neat little tractor, though.
What are you saying? Is that the rim?
There's a car rim wedged in there,
Well,
in
they
between the
probably
two
welded it
pieces.
somewhat. They
didn't
cut
have
the
a-
center out of a car rim and then they put it onto the original.
So is this the outer half of the rim? The cast
Yeah, so they're a cast.
So
You
like a,
unbolt these bolts down here.
so like a 10-inch tire then.
Yeah, I think they were 10 or 12.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you split it, put your tire on, your tube in there, put it back together. And so I think you could put the original wheels back on. If you can get them.
Oh, I think I understand what you're saying now.
Yeah, it's just a
Yeah,
split
yeah,
rim,
yeah.
just a heavy casting.
That holds the wheel on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that is the wheel, is that what you're saying?
No, that's not the original wheel. That's a car rim. They cut out the center of to match the hub.
Yeah, so they split the
They
two
took it
piece.
off and then they cut a car rim, the center out to match.
Okay.
Yeah, stuck it all in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that is a cute little tractor, though.
we're clever when they didn't want to walk
Do
behind
what they
the
had to
horse.
do. Even my 34, they couldn't find 17-inch rim or tires anymore, so they found the 35, 36 rims, and because World War II, they quit making the 17-inch tires altogether. Couldn't buy rubber in World War II, so they had to put 16-inch. 16 they kind of kept. That was a standard size back then.
Okay.
So 16s, they had to put 16s on my 34 to keep it running. But I have found all the 17-inch rims now again, so I'm going to put it back to original for 17s.
Sure.
But I mean,
Another-
if I didn't tell you that, you wouldn't know that had happened.
Yeah.
But I know that's what happened to
Yeah.
it because I looked up in my truck and it should have 17s on it.
It's a pretty solid
This ran
Jetstar.
here. A couple weeks ago I ran it here.
Oh, you just drove it here.
Just parked because there was a WC here.
Oh,
Somebody bought the WC that was in his place.
yeah, WC Alice.
Yeah. So they bought that, so I parked that here. Alongside the other Molines. They're all the same. Motors are all similar. All these three are all similar motors. They will interchange from one to the other, I guess, is what I was told. They're all the same series engine.
Oh, that exhaust goes down on this one.
But it's just the manifolds or whatever. But
Yeah,
the
it's-
motor blocks are all what I was told. They're all similar.
Still got the hole in the hood, though, to put
Yeah.
exhaust out the top. Yeah, there's actually a blanking plate here for the elbow. So those motors would be probably the same manifolds,
Yeah.
just...
I could say that. I was told by some Minneapolis guy downstate that they're all the same block. And that even that 4-star might even be similar.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
I would believe
'cause
that.
that's diesel. These are all gassers.
And I would believe they're all kind of interchangeable based on Minneapolis was pretty good about.
Well, because the the block you don't have an oil pan. There's no oil pan on these.
No, it's just all casting. There's no oil pan
The
at all.
block is all casted as one. So to change bearings and all, you had that plate on the side. You had to take that plate off and take all the bearings. The bearings are side bolted on. They don't have the caps on the bottom like a normal engine, as we call it normal. They're side mounted, so you can take them out of that.
Yeah. I know Squatch is working on that.
And the pistons, of course, got to come out the top.
Yeah, he's working on that X231. It's a prototype.
Yeah.
And
the cranks, they do not come out of the bottom, of course. They gotta come out the side plate. The crank.
yeah, you gotta finagle them out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's narrow front. People are kind of looking for that.
Well, that's why I guess that's what they call the Jet Star then. Was with the narrow.
Okay. Yeah.
And then the 445s are like that.
Oh, you think that Jetstar meant it was narrow front?
I assume so, but I'm not sure on that. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's by the hood. It's a slightly newer vintage.
Yeah, it's newer.
Definitely newer.
I'm not all that familiar with Minneapolis.
I
but
am not either. But like I say, I am told that the blocks are all similar.
Yeah.
They must have owned an.
Here's a
iron
little
line
Ferguson
building these things.
tractor as well.
That's a TO30.
TO30?
Ferguson, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they built after Ford and Ferguson dissolved. Henry Ford and, what was it? What was it? Ferguson? Harry Ferguson. They got in some argument of who had the rights of the 3-point hitch.
Oh, yeah.
Ferguson had the rights. Ford had the rights of the tractor, and they dissolved, so they separated, and Ferguson took his 3-point hitch setup, and Ford went with the, well, of course they had the 8N, 9N, that's where they had together, but then Ford later on, that's where the Jubilee and double N's and all that came about after, and then Ferguson built these. And then they later on matched up with Massey Harris, which came Massey Ferguson. Because the next version of these would have been the Ferguson 35.
Oh, yeah.
They made 20s and 30s. TO 20s and TO 30s. 20s was a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a 35 my grandpa had on the farm when they retired and kept it.
I got one here too. I'm going to keep.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm back on the road heading to the airport in Iron River now to help the brother-in-law, which I'm not going to film that, but going to definitely be going back there. I made a deal on that tank, so I have to go get that. Just absolutely love riveted construction, anything. I just think it looks so beautiful. The quality, the workmanship, I mean, it's just, it's stunning. And that tank was a very good example. If I can find me a nice steel-wheeled running gear to put that on, that would make a beautiful display piece or show piece. So definitely wanted to save that. So I made a deal on that. The roustabout crane, I did not make an offer on. You know, had the boom been there, that might have been a different story. But you know, without all the pieces, and then it's just so big and heavy. You know, I've got the dragline, but if anybody has one of those roustabouts or knows about them or, you know, is looking for parts, all this stuff is for sale, all these tractors, you know, and very reasonably priced. So if anybody's looking, let me know, reach out, we'll get you in contact with him. And that other tractor, that little industrial 20 is what I am guessing it is. Couldn't find a tag on it, you know, not a lot of information. But if that is in fact what it is, I could not make a deal on it. I really wanted to, but I could not make a deal on it. And that's only because Darren beat me to it. So, yep, it's his, but I told him it better be in his will that if something, you know, when it's his time, I get that tractor. So I really love that little tractor. That one needs to be restored, and I think it'd be a great piece to save. Because if it is an industrial 20, like I think, they are very rare. So pretty cool. Definitely gonna let Squatch know about that diesel Moline. That's pretty neat. I think he might need that to go with his X231. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Lots of neat stuff there. If there's anything anybody's interested in, let me know and I'll get you in contact with the owner. Trying to keep his, you know, identity private for, you know, we don't need people coming in, showing up and stealing stuff. So it's kind of a hidden place, hard to find unless you know about it. So get in contact with me and I'll get you in contact with him somehow and work from there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my other content, a lot of cool stuff. And until next time, get out in your shop and get it done right the first time.